Yuri Koy. The name alone evokes a sense of raw energy, of defiance against the norm. Born in 1964, Yuri entered a world on the brink of change. The Soviet Union, a place of rigid conformity, would become the backdrop for his own rebellion. Music became his outlet. His lyrics, a potent cocktail of social commentary and dark humor, resonated with a generation yearning for something more. Yuri's childhood was typical for the time. He grew up in Leningrad, a city steeped in history and culture. But Yuri wasn't drawn to the traditional. He gravitated towards the underground, the fringe. Punk rock, with its raw energy and anti-establishment message, became his anthem. He formed a band, Gaza Strip, a name that itself was a statement. It reflected the harsh realities of life on the margins of Soviet society. Yuri's lyrics were not for the faint of heart. They were provocative, often vulgar, and always unflinchingly honest. He sang about the things others wouldn't touch: alcoholism, societal decay, the hypocrisy of the Soviet regime. His words were a slap in the face to the status quo, a rallying cry for those who felt unseen and unheard. This rawness, this willingness to confront the darkness, is what made Yuri Koy so compelling. He wasn't afraid to expose the underbelly of society, to force people to confront uncomfortable truths. And in doing so, he created a space for others to do the same. He gave a voice to the voiceless, a platform for the marginalized. The formation of Gaza Strip in 1987 marked a turning point in Yuri Koy's life. It was more than just a band, it was a collective of like-minded individuals drawn together by their shared disillusionment with the world around them. They found solace in their music, a way to express their anger, their frustration, their hopes for a different future. Their music was raw, unpolished, a deliberate rejection of the polished pop that dominated Soviet airwaves. They played in squats, in basements, anywhere that would have them. Their gigs were legendary, fueled by cheap vodka and the raw energy of a generation on the edge. Word of mouth spread like wildfire. Gaza Strip became synonymous with rebellion, their music a soundtrack for the disaffected youth of Leningrad. Their concerts were more than just musical performances. They were acts of defiance, a way to push back against the suffocating conformity of Soviet society. The authorities were not amused. Yuri and his bandmates were harassed, their concerts shut down. Their music was deemed a threat to the very fabric of Soviet society, but the more the authorities tried to silence them, the louder their voices became. Yuri Koy had become a symbol of resistance, his music a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Yuri Koy's impact extended far beyond the music he created. He became a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of the burgeoning counterculture movement sweeping across the Soviet Union. His lyrics, often laced with dark humor and biting satire, resonated with a generation disillusioned with the hypocrisy and stagnation of the Soviet regime. His influence was palpable. Young people, hungry for authenticity and change, flocked to his concerts, drawn to his raw energy and uncompromising message. He became a voice for the voiceless, giving expression to the frustrations and anxieties of a generation on the cusp of radical transformation. Yuri Koy's impact transcended geographical boundaries. His music seeped through the Iron Curtain, finding an audience in the West hungry for a glimpse into the underground scene of the Soviet Union. His songs, bootlegged and shared, became anthems for rebellion, their raw energy and social commentary striking a chord with those who felt marginalized and unheard. But Yuri Koy was not comfortable with the mantle of hero or icon. He shunned the spotlight, uncomfortable with the adulation that came with fame. He saw himself as a voice for the people, a conduit for their anger and frustration. His loyalty remained with those who shared his struggles, those who understood the harsh realities of life on the margins of society. Behind the bravado and the defiant stage persona, Yuri Koy was a complex and troubled soul. He battled personal demons, his lyrics often hinting at a deep-seated pain that belied his public image. Alcoholism, a pervasive problem in Russia, had a firm grip on him. It fueled his creativity, providing a temporary escape from the darkness that haunted him. But it also took a heavy toll, exacerbating his inner turmoil. and contributing to his untimely demise. Despite his struggles, Yuri Koy never lost sight of his humanity. He was known for his generosity, his willingness to help those in need, even as he battled his own demons. He remained grounded, connected to the people his music touched, never forgetting the struggles they shared. His life was a testament to the power of vulnerability, a reminder that even the most rebellious spirits can be consumed by inner turmoil. Yuri Koy's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of seeking help when darkness threatens to engulf us.